So, yeah, teens. And so, yeah, I can't believe we have a 14-year-old and we have a 12-year-old. No, yes, he's going to be 13 this year. And you know what 13 means? It means we have to have that talk soon. But what's really struck us is looking at our calendar for the next 2 months. And last year, we had the huge blessing of traveling around the world, teaching photography, going to Taiwan, and spending time as a family in ministry with another family that we love. And we were teaching in Vegas, doesn't really count. We were teaching in, hello Kelly, hello Nate, hello Nick. We were also teaching in Belgium. We taught in Peru, made so many good friends, Miguel, right? And what was crazy, hey Jason, good morning, was that this year we're barely traveling for work. Last year we also shot in other places, this year not so much. But in the next 2 months, we just realized that Toby, our eldest, will be gone for about 2.5 weeks of it. And go, yo man, it's reversed like that. All of a sudden, our child has more stuff. Sherry, good morning. We should be going to your talk on raising kids. You're further ahead on that line with empty nesting right now. Close by. But what we want to do, we realize our time is short with our children. And so now it's time for us to realize that it's time to invest in them even more than ever before. And, you know, it's kind of funny because we saw as children, they're so cute and everybody thinks they're kind of cute sometimes. And it's easy to post on social media, oh, look at my kid, he did something weird. But then during the teens, there's this period of time where we don't really share much because they're not really cute anymore. You know, like they get kind of uncute, you know. Alex, good to see you here, man. And the weird thing is, we've also seen this in our, thanks, Eric. You are an unreal parent. Actually, you're a real parent, and that's what makes it even better. Okay. Marie, I saw them for the first time at my first Mystic in 2011. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're old people. They were tiny. You were right. Oh, Alex, man, it's so good to have you here. Beth, I hope you're saving this so your kids can watch it someday. I don't know. We had a talk last week that we weren't. Sishu! Oh my goodness. Mr. Tin, you're in the house. It's so good to see you. But we've seen this in our black and white studio photography, and it's crazy because we're getting tons of maternity and toddler families. And then we have this huge stretch where we don't see a lot of people with teenagers, probably because they don't want to be photographed. And then, bing, we see on the other side where the kids are in their early 20s and the families, the parents want to take pictures again. And we see this void in between. And sometimes I ask them, oh, you know, why is it that you wanted to take photographs now? Because we want to really figure out why they want to be documented so we can make that experience for them so much more meaningful. And sometimes it was, you know, it's just, you know, one studying in Barcelona. We only get together once a year or twice a year now. Another one, sadly, one of the families, a dad was going through cancer, and he realized they hadn't taken family formals for 10 years. And so that really broke our hearts. And it made me realize how little time we really do have with the ones that we love. And right now, as we make that transition and see our kids becoming themselves, I remember this really bad movie that you probably never want to watch, The Good Dinosaur. Okay, it was a bad day over Netflix, and our kids can never agree what to watch, so we decided to watch The Good Dinosaur. And the one line that really stuck to me was when the dad, who actually dies saving his kid, you know, early on, because the kid's kind of awkward and doesn't really know how to do things right. He's not the strongest of the pack. And he says to his son, "You're me and more." And I thought to myself, I have to instill this in my kids, because so much of me is I look Asian, and I make fun of myself and Asians because it's not so ancient Chinese secrets for a reason. But so much of me in my parenting style is still Asian in nature. We're slow to praise our kids. and we are also slow to accept praise from others of our children. But it's not about the praise anymore. It's about finding teachable moments as well and investing in them so that they become more than who I could ever be. And that is my goal now as I see them become their own people, as I see them on social media with their friends and trying to figure out how can I help them shine bright amongst their friends as well. Because they're still just becoming. And that's the cool part, is to be a part of that still. Because you know what? Sooner or later, they're going to dissociate from us and not want to be with us as much as they are with their buddies. And even this last weekend, when we went to the volleyball tournaments, it was really weird because Toby stays with his roommates are his teammates. So he afforded a room, and we stayed separately from him. And so that's also weird to think, oh my goodness, we're going away for his tournament and we don't stay in the same room. And so it was really cute to see him whenever he saw us jump on us and say, hey guys, how you doing? Had a good sleep? Yeah, right. And all that stuff. But sooner or later, he won't want to do that with us as much anyways. And so, yeah, I just want to encourage you guys, when you guys have teens, because I'm very much a pretty strict parent. Okay, I'm a very strict parent. But I'm trying to figure out how to move away from that strict parent who is always on their kid, that tiger parent, as I am, to the parent that can be more encouraging and investing in my kids. Sherry, I feel exactly the same way. Raising kids and loving children. Most important job ever as a parent. You and Quinn are doing an amazing job at this. Thanks, Sherry. And I always talk to people who are a little bit ahead of me on this path because I always want to learn, what's the best thing that we can do. So thank you so much for that encouragement, but would also love for you to share things that you've really found challenging but also helpful in raising, in your case, beautiful women who are strong and resilient and beautiful inside out. But yeah, that's all I have to share today. And I will try to get to work now because I don't have a video for YouTube tomorrow. I'm in trouble. And the house is a mess, and we have a client meeting tonight. So thank you guys so much for being here, and we shall see you tomorrow. Happy Tuesday. God bless.